And welcome back to Who Would Win. Quick note, you'll notice the what ifs for yesterday and today are not up yet. I will get to those what ifs, but just things and time and constraints and just the days and work and it's been a bit of a rough week. Haven't had a day off in about 5 days, and I still got another 3 days to go, and maybe not even that. So it might even more. So we'll see what happens. So I'm a little burnt out at the moment. But the who would win is the quicker video to do. So I'll save the what ifs for when I get home tonight or tomorrow at some point. But this one we're going again, round 2 with Chucky. But this time Chucky's fighting against not a man, not even a woman, an object, a doll of demonic power who's actually like a Raggedy Ann doll in real life, Annabelle. This suggestion comes to us from both Dion Isaiah Knight, SCJ, I might get the last name wrong, Marug. Forgive me if I got the last name right, and then Dylan Dylan. You know who you are, Dylan. So these three have suggested this one. Again, beauty of doing the what ifs during the Halloween season. A lot of people give me repeat suggestions for the horror ones, so I can crack out a lot of people's suggestions at once. But we already just went over Chucky the last win, but let's go over it again. I believe it's Charles. Oh, I can't remember his last name. He was a killer. He knew voodoo. He put his soul into a doll, a Mr. Good Guy doll. Or, I'm Chucky, you wanna play? Sound a little bit more like Elmo there. I'm Chucky, you wanna play? There's my Elmo impression for anyone who wants nightmares tonight. And basically, he has all the strengths and weaknesses of a doll. He's stealthy and he can use deception perfectly well. He can use weapons. He's still got all his digits and stuff along those lines, though he doesn't have the physical strength he used to. Obviously, anyone who's not used to a supernatural doll man would take some issue with that. Of course, we're dealing with Annabelle in this case, so that is a little alleviated. Chucky also knows voodoo. He knows how to transfer souls. He used to be able to transfer a soul to the person who he revealed his existence to. The person he revealed that he wasn't just a doll to within a set amount of time. Later on in Cult of Chucky, he learned how to actually impart his soul into other objects and other beings, and in people to some degree. So, Chucky is powerful, isn't the right... Chucky, it can be a nuisance to handle, but that being said, he's also just a doll. So, you can just beat the shit out of him. But he's also pretty darn hard to kill. I mean, he's been decapitated, set on fire, dismembered, and he survived that. He survived, as we see at the end of, I believe, Cult of Chucky, being just a head. So, but because it's kind of how his body is, per se, I assume you destroy the head, you destroy the brain, so that would kill him in theory. The Annabelle doll. Now, I have never watched the Annabelle movie, so I can't remember the exact origin, because it's Annabelle creation, and then you get Annabelle, the original Annabelle, with like the cult, like the two weird Satanist individuals, and they like blood, like this possession, demon. I don't know the real basis behind the Annabelle doll's history, but I do know that essentially a demon possessed the Annabelle doll, and it causes a lot of havoc, and it's a demon. So there you go. Whatever a demon can do, that's what Annabelle can more or less do. Now, the Annabelle doll's sadly never been exorcised. When the Warrens did take the doll, they realized this demon was very close to moving out of this doll, so they said, nope, instead of just exorcising it out of there, which would not be good at this point, it'll just find a new host, we're going to just take the doll and put it in a collection, in a case. So, how would Chucky and Annabelle first face off? Well, let's assume that he got collected by the Warrens, thinking that he's a possessed doll, which he is a possessed doll. And it's like, but instead, he's now just kind of tied up. It's like, oh, God. And then he eventually is able to break out. It's like, where am I? What is this place, huh? Looking good there, sweetheart. He just breaks the glass. Remember, not supposed to touch the glass. And the Annabelle doll is like, just kind of, the demon is looking at Chucky. And admittedly, even the demon would be a little surprised. Like, you're not demonic. I don't sense what are you? I would imagine even the demon would be a little, not flabbergasted, just confused at what he's witnessing with Chucky. He's like, I don't normally see things like you. Like, I'm a possessed doll. I'm a demon, but I'm actually a demon. I'm not moving doll. The doll doesn't walk around like this, so, I don't, the doll I possess doesn't walk around like, no, you've got expression, you got emotion. The demon, I think, will legitimately be kind of confused, like, what am I looking at here? But then afterwards, you're like, okay, well, looks like I found a new host. I'm gonna mess with Chucky for a little bit. So Chucky would immediately be like, who's there? Huh? Who's there? Oh, you don't fuck with the Chuck. Come on. Come on. And then he just sees the dolls just sitting there like, come on, sweetheart. Are you like me? You possessed too, baby? Come on. I'm looking for a new girl. Because Brad Dourif kind of Jack Nicholson's it up a bit when he plays the part of Chucky. You ever notice that it is kind of a Jack Nicholson his Jack Nicholson impression there when he plays it? I gotta get a body. No more Mr. Good Guy. So Chucky would be like, all right, enough fucking around, baby. And he's like, fine. And then he just breaks the Annabelle doll. He breaks the Annabelle doll, which I think at that point releases the demon, who Chucky, at this point, we don't know what the demon actually, I think it's kind of implied, looks kind of like a satyr-esque being, but, Chucky can't, finally the demon realizes, like, who the fuck are you? And then he just tries to possess Chucky, who, because he knows voodoo and does know some things, is not as easy, and because he's kind of just, really hard to act. He's not easy to scare. He can be scared and he can feel fear and all that, and he can get, worried, but I don't know if Chucky would be like, ah! But he's like, ah! He'd probably be more like, lashing out and things along those lines. What is it? You think you're the only one who knows the trick, buddy? And then he just says the name of the spot. Ooh, blah, 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 blah. I don't know the words. I don't know voodoo. So the demon tries to possess Chucky, and he succeeds because Chucky's now just an empty doll. It's like, ah! And then the demon then realizes, like, I'm just still in a possessed doll. What the hell? It's just a doll. It's like, yeah, and then I'm certain they have a few other things that maybe are doll-esque that he could possess. Yeah, it's that doesn't quite work that way, buddy boy. And then he does not. The demon's not talking, at least in that sense. He can't be like, what the hell? I thought I'd be able to possess this thing and move around like he does. Why is he doing it and I can't? Because that's not how we work here, buddy boy. This is how we work here. See, I know voodoo. I got these little trinkets and tricks. I can pretty much possess anything I want. But what I really want is a body, a real body. Not this fake crap, not this non-fleshy shit. I want a real body. So I can eat, so I can fuck, so I can kill. And right now you're getting in the way. So I'm just doing Nicholson because that's how he does it. So now we're gonna have ourselves a little chat. The demon probably wouldn't be scared. The demon's just like, you do realize that, and in his head it's like, you realize voodoo. It's like, oh, voodoo, that's what it is. Huh. All right, then. Then just comes in again, and Chucky just, it's like, ah! It's like, what? No, you don't. Voodoo, and then just stops him from talking. What are you? I can't finish my spell. And then Chucky, I think, would ultimately Chucky loses, and the reason for that is, in his world, Chucky doesn't go up against other supernatural shit. That's why when we did Ghostface, he had the advantage over Ghostface, because Ghostface doesn't go up against supernatural shit. But Chucky also doesn't go up against supernatural shit. He's never gone up against supernatural. Watch any Chucky movie. While he uses voodoo, he uses supernatural shit, he has never gone up against it. And then you're going up against a demon that's implied to be a pretty powerful demon that possesses the Annabelle doll. Ultimately, Chucky might be able to confuse and circumvent the demon for a while, but ultimately the demon would win out. He just probably overpowers the voodoo magic and everything along those lines, and Chucky's soul pretty much gets snuffed out. Then the Warrens come in, and they see what's happening, and then they see the Annabelle doll, they see the Chucky doll there, and then or whatever doll is there, and then he gets put back in the case. Yeah. So now the Annabelle doll is no longer the Annabelle. It's not even the Chucky doll. It's whatever the doll that he possessed. Now the question is, why would could he possess a doll that's already possessed? Possibly, but their souls would be warring. I think Chucky's just tenacious enough to overpower whatever probably the spirit might be at that time. But no, I'll go with Annabelle in this. Only because remember, Annabelle isn't the actual character, or the actual entity. The entity is whatever has possessed the Annabelle doll. So yeah, I'll go Annabelle. Is there a way Chucky wins? If he could get out of there in time, I can declare that, I guess, surviving, but Annabelle still wins because he retreats. So, I guess the question is Chucky's voodoo strong enough to overpower a demon? I'm probably going to say no, just because human souls, demon souls, not the same thing. So I'm going to have to go that route. I'm going to say, I don't think Chucky wins this fight. Chucky can't come out on top in this fight. He's ill-equipped to handle a demon. But what do you think? Do you think Chucky wins all the time? Think Chucky loses all the time? Do you think it's closer or farther than I made it? Put it in the comments below, but let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. The what ifs will be up later, either today or tomorrow. So I'll do it all over the weekend and just cram out the 4 I need to cram out. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, who wants to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And ideas for who would win Star Wars Super Hero Magic What If anything you do on this channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Next week is the week of who would win, so keep your eyes out for those. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.